All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, a huge gospel artist just got exposed for doing the unthinkable. Let's get into it.
Gospel singers are expected to operate on a level of moral standards that most artists aren't held to, especially when that gospel singer is also a minister who leads a
Donnie
megachurch.
McClurkin.
But in recent years, we have started to see more and more religious leaders get exposed for being more depraved than the sinners they tend to condemn. That is such the case with Donnie McClurkin, a multi-Grammy winning gospel artist and megachurch minister who is considered one of the biggest urban gospel singers of all time. Donnie built himself an empire on his image of a godly man who used his gift for God. But while Donnie pretended to be a man of God, it now seems he was nothing but a fraud, a wolf in sheep's clothing, as the gospel legend was recently accused of disturbing allegations in a shocking lawsuit.
By his assistant. Whoa. Okay, I thought it was like somebody that went to his assistant. Oh, shit.
A lawsuit that not only accuses him of grooming, but also of R-wording his former male personal assistant. Now, everyone is stuck wondering if Donnie McClurkin was ever a man of God, or if he was just a devil in disguise the whole time. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Donnie McClurkin's lawsuit. Let's get right into it. In the world of gospel music, Donnie McClurkin is a superstar. He is a 3-time Grammy Award winner, known for his hit songs like Wait on the Lord and I'll Fly Away. He is also one of the top-selling gospel artists of all time, with over 10 million albums sold worldwide. On top of this, he is also a well-respected minister and the founder and senior pastor of Perfecting Faith Church, located in Freeport, New York. This made Donnie McClurkin a prominent figure in the Christian world, with many Christians looking up to him and following his ministry. So you could only imagine how betrayed Christians felt when they saw this godly man they looked up to was being accused of the unthinkable. Just a few days ago, Donnie McClurkin was sued by his former personal assistant, Giuseppe Carletto. Carletto accused Donnie of grooming him over the course of years and eventually essaying and even R-wording him.
What? Come on, Donnie McClurkin. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit is getting crazier and crazier and crazier year by year by year after year after year with these church allegations, these pastors, these deacons, these people who supposed to be Christ-like and representing God, and like taking advantage of males taking advantage of other males and doing gay stuff, and like, what is going on, bro? So much blasphemy. Blasphemy. What is going on, bro? Like, how did they compromise and invade the church house, the gays? They done got in there, they done worked, they wiggled, they done became higher ups in there, pastors, only to now be doing the essay stuff on the guys in there, and what is going on?
Believe it or not, this all goes back over 25 years to the 2000s, and I'll explain why. In 2001, Donnie McClurkin released an autobiography called Eternal Victim, Eternal Victor. In this autobiography, McClurkin shocked the world when he publicly detailed his history of same-sex attractions. Donnie claimed that he was a victim of SA as a child, which led him to developing an attraction to men.
I'm out. I'm gone, man. What? Wait, so this shit been out there and the world knew this shit that this nigga was gay? See, I don't be knowing, I don't be investing in these gospel singers and shit to know what they got going. So this is out there that he likes men and he's gay. All right, man. Listen, man. That's why I said, when I came up in the 90s, we was told it was a sin to be gay, man. That's what our pastors told us. It's a sin to be gay. How did the gays take over the church scene? How? When did that change? When? Who knows when that changed? Because I know if you come from my era in the 90s, if you're gay, that's a sin. When did that change to where they can now be the biggest gospel singers and the biggest pastors? And man, it's crazy.
He claimed his orientation was a pathology and a curse caused by the childhood SA. But according to Donnie, he had been delivered from liking men through prayer. After this revelation, this became a part of his Christian image. A man who experienced abuse as a child and was severely affected by it to the point that it altered his sexuality. He went on to pray his way to deliverance from the trauma and sin that came attached to his SA experience. This made Donnie the face of Christians who overcame their trauma and homosexual desires through prayer. In 2003,
scammers. I get it now. So his whole niche is I'm delivered. I'm not gay no more. Like that other, like the light-skinned nigga who ran that whole play. I'm gonna just say this so I can relate to people because, yeah, I used to be, but now I'm saved. So let me help save you. Scammer shit, man. Let me help save you. I used to be gay. So all the gay guys, come here. Let me pray for you. I trust me. I got you. Come over here. Trust me. Just come over here. Come in this room over here. Let me show you. Like, oh my God.
Following the success of his autobiography, McClurkin began providing spiritual guidance to individuals seeking to overcome homosexuality like him. He would allegedly tell those who sought his guidance that they had to pray the gay away, offering them private sessions where he taught others how he overcame his unwanted desires.
Pray the
which
gay
brings
away?
us to the lawsuit that was filed by one of his former personal assistants who took on the spiritual
Pray the
challenge
gay
of praying
away.
the gay away. Giuseppe Corelletto recently filed the lawsuit against Donnie McClurkin, accusing him of using those private pray the gay away sessions to groom and eventually R-word him.
Pray the gay away sessions, bro. Just really think about that. Like, come on, man. Pray the gay away. How you gonna pray the gay away, bro? Stop it, bro.
The story goes back to the early 2000s. After Donnie released his autobiography, Corelletto purchased the book and connected with it because he himself dealt with a similar experience. So he decided to attend one of McClurkin's events. Giuseppe was brought to meet with McClurkin after the event, and the man took an immediate interest in him. According to Corelletto, it was all very innocent at first and what he thought was just mentoring. Because of this connection, Corelletto, then 21, joined McClurkin's Perfecting Faith Church in Long Island. Having struggled with his sexuality, he saw guidance from McClurkin, who had famously claimed to be delivered from his homosexuality in his 2001 autobiography. The suit alleges that McClurkin used private spiritual healing, or pray the gay away sessions, to begin essaying Corelletto, specifically by groping his privates without consent. Eventually, Corelletto became McClurkin's personal assistant.
Pray the gay away sessions. Okay. What do y'all think was happening in these pray the gay away sessions? Like, just really think about this, bro. This is, again, we are raised that this shit isn't cool. But now we have prayer sessions where you can come over here and we can help you get rid of it. So how crazy does that sound? And then what do you think is going to happen when you go in there? It's not just going to be prayer. This is a man that is basically like, you know how you drop the little cheese pieces everywhere so the rats come follow you into, he's dropping these little, like, he's baiting you niggas. Pray the gay away, come on. He's going to get all the gay niggas to round up and come to him. Come on, y'all. I'm the leader. Trust me, come on. Yeah, you should have knew these allegations was going to happen, especially in this climate. Now, back in the 2000s, he said 2001 and early 2000s was happening, but this is the climate where these motherfuckers is not holding nothing back anymore. All that, like, this happened to me 20 years ago shit, that's out the window. These niggas now, boy, they coming to get that bag about you. They baiting you. You baiting them, they gonna bait you back. Yeah, I know what you're doing. I'm finna go over there, let you do it, and then I'm finna put out this shit on your ass and ask for $2 million. They on y'all niggas' ass. Tyler Perry going through the same shit right now. I don't even know if Tyler Perry is guilty or not, but he's been getting hit with the shit with this actress, accusing him of doing the SA stuff. Like, it's crazy.
And in 2004, after spending a lot of time with the singer, the lawsuit alleges that not long after this, the abuse escalated to unspeakable levels during a business trip. The first incident allegedly happened in California back in 2007. While the two were alone in a hotel room, The gospel singer and pastor made his move and allegedly R-worded him. What's disturbing is that Corletto's then girlfriend was also on the trip. After this, McClurkin allegedly continued to R-word Corletto on several occasions, with the assaults reportedly occurring in Atlantic City, Manhattan, Boston, Florida, and Niagara Falls, as well as at McClurkin's home in Rockville Center.
No. The R word does no. Listen, that's a relationship. That's what R you mean. Now, if it would have been like, oh, this happened while I was with my girl, nigga, hey, go tell your girl, nigga, what the hell? Like, you let another man R-word you and you just go back to the room with your girl and go to sleep and chill and don't say nothing, then that's weird. But then you go back again and it happens again and again and again and again and again. That's not, no, you're lying. That was a relationship. You niggas was sexually involved with each other, brother. No. Come on, man. Who you know that get R-word 18 times by the same person? Like, nah, nigga, you over there giving, unless you're kidnapped or something like that, but you're going to get R-word and then you're going home to your wife and then still going on business trips with this guy who R-words you, but yet you're still going on business trips with him? Does that sound like somebody who got R-worded, y'all? No, that's a relationship, brother. Y'all was in a relationship.
All happening over the course of 8 years. The lawsuit alleges that McClurkin would also routinely grope Corletto secretly before preaching, which would often lead to Corletto breaking out crying during the service. The lawsuit states that if McClurkin noticed Corletto crying during the service, he would use his tears to encourage the congregation to express their own emotions. Corletto also accused McClurkin of biblical coercion, claiming every time he attempted to quit working for him, McClurkin used biblical manipulation, comparing their bonds to prophets like Elijah and Elisha, to convince Corletto that his spiritual deliverance and purpose were tied to staying in this relationship. Corletto claims to have undeniable proof of McClurkin's disturbing behavior, claiming to have an email sent from McClurkin apologizing for his disturbing behavior, going as far as to call himself a dirty old man in the email. The email read, "I am actually the epitome of a desperate dirty old man."
All right. Listen, man, listen. Just off what we done heard so far, this isn't giving victim at all. I'm going to just be 100. This ain't giving victim. No, this is giving a bitter ex. This is more like a bitter ex. Y'all had a relationship. Shit went astray. This shit's been going on since what, 2005, 7, and you just now coming out in 2026 and talking about it. And multiple times you guys had these relationships and you kept going on the road with him. Now, hear me out, man. I think everybody will agree. If somebody R-worded somebody, they're not going to keep going on trips with them willingly. If they're kidnapped and they had no choice and this person kept R-wording them, we understand that. You were going home to your wife. Allegedly your wife, what they call him, a beard. You were going home to your wife, getting back up the following week, going on these business trips with this guy, having sex, coming back home to your wife, going back on another business trip with this guy, having sex, going back home to your wife. And it's like, bro, you can't use that excuse. No, this sounds like soft extortion. That's exactly what it sounds like. Now that you guys aren't together, now that you guys probably moved on, he don't want to be with you or you don't want to be with him, whatever the case may be, and you've probably been extorting him and getting money out of him, and probably now he's just saying, I don't want to pay you no more. So now you're going to public with it, and that happens. That happens a lot where people extort you, and once you stop making payments, they go public. That's what this feels like to me. Let me know what it feels like to y'all in the comment section.
Pawning and groping a young man. I feel so foul, so stupid. The email allegedly continued, "I was horribly wrong trying to force you into something that you were consistently saying no to. It's crazy to think that a renowned gospel singer and pastor would be dumb enough to act like this, knowing that a scandal like this is career-ending for a man like him. This is just another instance of a religious leader using the gospel to take advantage of someone seeking guidance. This is truly disturbing in so many ways. A clear instance of a wolf in sheep's clothing. A man who pretended to be a representative of the gospel, but in reality was a fraud, using the word of God to feed his perverted desires. It's even more disturbing that he used his past as a victim of SA to lure victims who were dealing with the same thing. Also, he could allegedly take advantage of them. McClurkin eventually responded to the allegations with the same generic response we always see. His legal team, led by attorney Gregory S. Lisi, released a formal statement in response to the abuse allegations. They said this: "At no time did Pastor McClurkin engage in any form of SA, assault, or sexual coercion of Mr. Corletto. The claims outlined in this lawsuit grossly mischaracterized their interactions, which occurred over a decade and some accusations over 2 decades ago. All these allegations are contradicted by the real facts." While the lawyers called the allegations lies, they skipped over the email that was sent by the singer where he apologized and called himself a dirty old man. I believe the email is pretty much the nail in the coffin.
So he sent the email. Is that true though? Did he send an email for real? Because if he sent the email saying this, I am the actual epitome of a desperate, dirty old man who is just looking for a friendship and close platonic relationship with someone. He looks for help, guidance, and spirituality. Reads the email in the image, "You don't have to desire for me, and I shouldn't have it for you." Wait, if they got an email where he really said this shit, and it's really from Donnie McClurkin's email, that is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. That will win a juror over right there. Now, as far as the constant R word, I still think it's a relationship. I still think they had a relationship. Nigga, he was doing them pray sessions for you, and y'all niggas caught a fling for each other. And y'all niggas went on one. And he made you his personal assistant, so that way your wife have an excuse on why you with him so much. So now y'all traveling the world together, and you his butt buddy. That's what you was. You was his butt buddy. And your wife thinking you with a pastor and you his assistant. And that's what it sounds like, bro. We can put the play together, right, y'all? Y'all putting this play together? Y'all see what's going on here, man.
As people only apologize when they have done something wrong. This email clearly shows guilt. The fact that his legal team didn't address the email head on might suggest that the email is real. Think about it. Usually, that would be the first thing the legal team leads with when challenging the allegations. What godly religious figure would call themselves a dirty old man and then apologize for doing something evil? To me, this pretty much proves that McClurkin's entire public persona was a lie for the last 25 years. He likely never stopped being interested in men and just hid his true desires with the Pray the Gay Away story, which also means his entire ministry is all a giant fraud. He probably doesn't even believe in God, just another fraud milking God's people. This is why it's important not just to follow any spiritual leader claiming to have the answers. Time after time, many of them prove they're just taking advantage of God's people, knowing that Christians have a big heart and tend to trust more easily. Donnie McClurkin made himself a multi-millionaire by fooling God's people.
There's some cold allegations to have on you. Like, how do you get gay allegations put on you? Like, unless you're like fucking with gay people and being gay and doing gay shit. Like, Donnie McClurkin, how'd you put yourself in this situation? What made you say, I want to have Pray the Gay Away sessions? What pastor does that? What pastor y'all know that say, hey, y'all, I'm doing Pray the Gay Away sessions after church if anybody want to come pull up? Like, who does that? That's definitely some shit like you trying to bake some shit in and that's weird.
Charging $50,000 to speak at events, all while being one big fraud. We recently saw a similar instance of a massive spiritual leader being exposed for taking advantage of people using the gospel. Former Trump spiritual advisor and Texas megachurch founder Robert Morris pleaded guilty to 5 felony counts of lewd or indecent acts with a person who wasn't of age in October 2025 and was sentenced to serve 6 months in jail. The charges stem from abuse that began on Christmas night in 1982 when the victim, Cindy Kleschmeyer, was 12 years old and Morris was 21 and a traveling evangelist staying with her family in Oklahoma. As part of a plea agreement reached in October 2025, Morris received a 10-year suspended sentence, but was ordered to serve an initial 6 months in county jail. He was also required to register as an offender and pay $250,000 in restitution to the victim. Just like McClurkin, Morris used his position as a religious leader to fulfill his wicked desires. Bro. A religious leader that ended up standing alongside of the President of the United States. In the case of Morris, there is no speculation. He took a plea deal and confirmed that he did in fact do the horrible things he was accused of. This is the reality with many of these religious leaders. They wear Christianity like a mask to hide who they truly are, allowing them to bring down people's defense and make them comfortable all so they can take advantage of them.
Take advantage of people, man. That's why I like, even with that church, like when they talk about, you know, you need to give the church 10% of what you make. Like, I feel like this shit is just, like, niggas definitely be scamming the church people. Like, why I gotta give 10% of what I make to y'all? Like, why I can't just give what I want to give from my heart? Why I can't just give from the heart? I gotta give you 10% of what I made for the month. That's gotta force me, brother. You forcing me to get paid. Like, that's like taxes, nigga. You charging me taxes. They call it tithes, though. Pay your tithes. Pay your tithes. Pay your 10% of what you made this month. No, man. I want to give from the heart, bro. So if I only got $2 today and I want to give $2, what's wrong with that? If I got $100 today, I want to give $100. Let me give what I want to give, man. What the fuck?
I don't think it's a coincidence that many of the most corrupt pastors end up becoming the most influential. It's the devil's way of infiltrating the church and attacking God's real followers from within. This is what I believe Donnie McClurkin was being used for, a puppet to destroy God's movement from within. These are the ones that are the most important to expose, as they are the enemy that has successfully infiltrated the army of God. It's crazy to think that back in 2007, Donnie McClurkin was once removed from an Obama presidential campaign event because of his anti-gay stance, only for it to turn out that he was essentially gay himself the whole time. Truly one of the biggest frauds I have seen in a while.
Gay the whole time. That's crazy.
Well, I want to know what you guys think about all of this. Let me know in the comment section. Before you guys go, All
right, man. All right, man, there it is. It's viral right now. That story is going crazy. There goes the full details. Donnie McClurkin had allegedly a secret lover down low fling going with his assistant. And it doesn't sound like he was forcing bro to do anything, in my opinion. It sounded like bro was willingly going with the flow of things, and the relationship fell out. Why? This was 20 years ago, or 2007 or some shit. Why did it take so long for him to come out? Don't know. What does it sound like to y'all? Let me know in the comments section. Does it sound like extortion? Does it sound real to y'all? Does it sound like a victim? Let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this, and what y'all think about all these pastors taking advantage of their people, man, and especially like these gay pastors taking advantage of their people and he's dealing with kids and all that. And it's sad, man. It's sad what's going on in these churches, man. There's still some good churches out there. Don't get it wrong. But it's a lot of churches that are being ran by these wolves in sheep clothing, man. You know what I'm saying? So, again, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction.